Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. I actually didn't think I was going to be doing another mukbang, but today I am. So today I will be doing a little NCLEX Q&A mukbang, and today I am sitting in my car here at CRUMBL Cookies. So I asked on my Instagram story where I should go for the NCLEX mukbang, and literally so many people recommended CRUMBL Cookies, and I've been seeing so many creators do CRUMBL cookie taste tests, but I really didn't know like what it was about. Like I see it on TikTok all the time, so I decided I should try it too. But yeah, honestly, I have never really heard of it or tried it before, so this is a first. But I did get a box of 4, which this is huge. I was not expecting this, so we're gonna see. Apparently they like change the flavors every week or so, and so that's why it's like a thing to try them. So I guess I'm going to be trying this week's flavors. Okay, I haven't opened it. Oh, these are beautiful. Okay, so this is what they look like. I got the pink donut s'mores cookies and cream or cookie dough or something, and then chocolate chip. So that's what I will be trying today. These are huge. I actually brought a butter knife with me because that's what you guys told me to do. So this probably looks super creepy in my car, but it's literally so I could cut these cookies. And they're also super, super hot. So they're like fresh. Like presentation is giving 10 out of 10 right now. So I'm really excited about doing this. So anyways, without further ado, I'm going to be answering your questions about my NCLEX experience. If you didn't know, I just took my NCLEX and passed it on my first try on May 23rd. So it's only been a week and a half since I've taken the NCLEX, so hopefully I can give you guys all the answers you're looking for. But first I have to get a cookie, so good thing I have napkins in my car. This looks messy. Well, I'm gonna start with the chocolate chip because I feel like that's like a staple. Oh wow, it is soft. Holy crap. Okay. Literally fresh out of the oven. I probably shouldn't have even bothered cutting it because look at my knife now. This is my first time eating this, so I will eat a piece and answer your questions. It's really good. I love chocolate chip cookies, but this is really good. Also, if I'm eating anything weird, I just had dental work done on this side of my face yesterday, so it still feels weird. It doesn't like hurt, but I'm just kind of a baby about like teeth. I hate them, so that's why I'm like eating only on this side. So I swear I'm not like trying to be gross, but I just like can't eat right now, which is why this was like a great idea because these are like super soft. Okay, so the first question I got is, how did you calm your nerves before taking your NCLEX? So honestly, I went into it feeling very confident. Like after nursing school, like after graduation, I was like, I got this. I just want to take it. I was ready for it to be done. When other people started taking theirs, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous. I want to be done. So I was actually super confident. But then as it got closer, I started getting really nervous because everyone was saying it was so hard and that they like didn't know anything and they all thought they failed, and then they passed, but they said they failed. So I was like, oh crap. And I was getting like not like amazing UWorld scores, so I was like, am I not ready for this? Like, I don't know. So I started second guessing myself. And then the night before my NCLEX, I know they say not to study, but I did it anyways. So I studied the night before and I got the worst score I've ever gotten, ever, on any practice test ever the night before. So obviously that really threw me off. Okay. That cookie gets a 10 out of 10. That was so good. It probably would have been smart of me to get a water. This has been in my car for like a week, so oops. So I knew I was gonna be nervous though. So the way that I did it is I picked the 8 a.m. slot, which is the earliest I could take it. And that way I don't like get myself worked up in the morning, like just get it done right first thing in the morning. So that helped me calm down. It also helped me calm down to like wear what I normally wear to test. So I wore scrubs, which is what I wore to like my UTMB exams. So that's what I did. I feel like my camera is shaking. Hopefully my camera stops shaking. I'm in the car and the air is on the lowest setting, but it needs to be kind of on because I live in Texas. But anyways, yeah, so I took it first thing in the morning. I wore like my scrubs. I did eat breakfast before. Kyle made me eggs and grapes, I think is what I ate. So super good. Love having a supportive fiance. But yeah, that's what I did. And that's how I like kind of stayed calm. And then going into it, I was like, okay, I'm walking in and then I'm gonna walk out, done, no matter what. Whether it was like passed or failed, I don't have to do this. I don't have to deal with this for a little while, like let's just go. And so that's what I did. Okay, question number 2 is, can you manifest us passing when the time comes? And yes, this is me manifesting all of you get passing scores. Me sitting in my car right now eating CRUMBL cookies and talking to you about it is like manifesting for y'all. So I'm currently celebrating y'all's passing scores right now by eating this. Just saying. Okay, I'm gonna get another piece real quick. Okay, so this is the second cookie. I got like a tiny piece because it's cold. So I guess some of them are hot and some of them are cold. That's like a thing. This is the s'mores cookie. So I'm currently just licking it off my hands, but I think I need like a real bite. Okay, so this is the s'mores cookie. It looks really good. I'm obsessed with s'mores. It's like one of my favorite things to eat. So I think I'm gonna like this one. Okay, it's so awkward. Someone was right next to me. I'm also gonna give that cookie a 10 out of 10. It was so good. It was really sweet, and the icing was like not too aggressive. It was really good. I only had one bite, but it was really good. Wow. They both get 10 out of 10. I'm obsessed. Did you do anything to mentally prepare for this specific exam? Also, I love your YouTube videos. Thank you. And yeah, I would just say my mental preparation was trying to keep routine consistent. So like studying how I did in nursing school by doing practice questions, dressing how I did in nursing school, like trying to keep it very consistent so that I wouldn't overwork myself. I know like this is a bigger test than the exams I took in nursing school, but I wanted to kind of like give myself a more consistent, calm energy. So that's what I did. How long did you study for the test? Also, congrats on passing. Thank you. And I studied, I mean, I think this is a hard question to answer because it's like I went through my whole program and that's kind of studying. I think I like actually consistently studied like 2 weeks before, like every day, mostly. But I like studied, but I think I like totally studied, like specifically did UWorld for about like 4 weeks before, kind of, like barely, maybe 3 weeks before. I would say I didn't really study insanely hard because I tried to rely on like what I learned in nursing school and then kind of get used to the NCLEX style questions, which we mostly had in nursing school anyways. So I just got on UWorld and I would do 75 questions a day. Like I didn't go do like a million. Literally I stopped at 75 every day. And then also whenever I did my practice exam, like that was 100 questions, I just did that. Like I didn't do anything extra. Because I just felt like overstudying would really stress me out and also probably confuse me in the long run. So it's kind of hard to say how long I exactly studied, but I'd say like consistently, truly every day for about 2 weeks. Was it harder than the comprehensive ATI? I would say it was literally about the same or easier. I really didn't think it was that much harder. My program made us take the comprehensive ATI. I know not everyone has to do that. I did not study for the comprehensive ATI. I just took it cold and I think I got like an 80 something on it. So if that gives you any comparison, that's what I got. But I also didn't study, so maybe I could have done better or who knows. So. Okay, I'm going to try the next one. Oh wait, that was not the s'mores one. Oh my gosh, the one I tried is something else. Hold on, I'll check. Okay, the one I tried was cookie dough. Cookie dough gets a 10 out of 10. The next one is the s'mores one. I'm so sorry, y'all. All right, I'm gonna get a s'mores one. Y'all, I'm already struggling to eat this. I am already struggling to get through this. So I love marshmallows. Like I'm a huge marshmallow fan, so I think I'm gonna like this. But this is the s'mores one. I'm kind of scared to take a bite. I feel like this is gonna get all over me. I'd say the marshmallow is like a little bit too much. Like I wish it was like a little smaller because that is gonna be like literally all over my mouth, but it's super good. The crumbs on top makes it really messy, so I'm probably making a huge mess on my tiny napkin. But I'd give this like a 9.5 out of 10. Only because the marshmallow was a lot. Like the outside will probably be better, but like the inner part with the giant marshmallow was a little overwhelming for me. So that's why it's getting a 9.5. But these are so good. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through all these. Like, I only have one more cookie to try after this, but this is a lot. The next question is, do you have any advice for those of us in our 4th semester? So this was asked by somebody in my program. And so if you are not in my program, she is a last semester student. So if you're in your last semester of nursing school, my best advice is honestly to get all your job stuff organized in Texas, or at least like where I am. I was able to apply and get my job way before graduating and all that. So if you're in that position, I would definitely do that. I would have my resume ready to go. If you're like trying to get a job at a hospital you have clinical at, then take your resume to clinical and like talk to people, or try to get like contact information or whatever it is that you can do. Really try to nail in that job, because it feels great to graduate, take your NCLEX, and just chill out until your job starts. Like right now, I don't start working until Sunday is when I start my first nursing job, and then I'll come back from West Virginia, and then I will start my hospital job here in San Antonio, Texas after that. So it's just nice that I just had to pass, and right now I'm like chilling. Like I'm tutoring and doing like a little bit of thing for money, but mostly I've been like dealing with my wedding and like setting up my apartment and like doing all that. So honestly, try to like nail in that job, because it'll relieve you of a lot of stress. But also remember that school is important, because you are in your last semester and you can't graduate without passing your last semester. So don't neglect it. And also know that GPA does not really matter at this point. I never had to send like a final transcript. I don't remember having to, at least for my job. Like by the time I got my job, my GPA is what it was. And like it even got higher after my 4th semester, but like it wasn't that big of a deal. Honestly, it was like, I need to do what I need to do. I need to pass my exams. I need to do okay in my classes and like do my clinicals and go through my capstone, but really prioritize like getting the next step in line. The other thing is, I wish someone had told me that I did not have to get an A in my specialty, which I did get an A in my specialty. However, I think I put like a lot of like internal pressure on myself and like got mad at myself when I got like a low A on a test. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I have to keep my A. Like I'm setting myself up for failure, which is so dramatic. Oh my gosh. I'm sure a lot of people told me I didn't need an A, but just like, I wish I understood that I didn't need an A, because I know so many people who like love pediatrics, but then they get like a B or a C in it and they think that they like can never be a pediatrics nurse. Like that's not true. Do your best, but it's based on like who you are as like a person, your clinical experience, like what you're doing, not like the scores you're getting on your exams. So please don't like think that like you are absolutely doomed because you didn't get like a 4.0 in like your specialty area. I needed this off my hands. This one was so messy. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think these were gonna be that good, because I don't really like it when they're very cakey, and I thought these were gonna be like super cakey, but they really do taste like cookies. Like they're really good. Okay, the next question is, how many weeks, days, hours per day did you study? So yeah, like I said with the 2-day thing, like I probably studied for an hour and a half if I like really was honest every day. So it wasn't like, I never did like an all-day excursion, and maybe I would have done better if I did. I'm not saying like don't. But if I'm just being totally honest, I studied for about an hour and a half a day for about 2 weeks. So nothing crazy. Okay, the next question is, how long did you have to wait to know that you passed? So for me, I know it's different for everyone. I took mine on a Monday at 8 a.m. I immediately after getting the test got that email that was like, congrats on finishing the test. Your scores will be available in 48 hours on quick results, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So I went and did the Pearson hack when I got home because I got that email. So the Pearson hack gave me the good pop-up right away, and that had been like maybe an hour and a half later. I know that some people say to wait like 12 hours before doing the Pearson hack, but other people say wait till you get that email. So I did the Pearson hack, and I felt very confident at that point that I had passed. So I knew by then that I had done pretty well, and I walked out feeling decently confident. So I did feel okay going to sleep that night, but I really wanted the official confirmation that I passed. So Quick results are available 48 hours after you take your exam. And I didn't even want to wait that long, so I did refresh the Texas Board of Nursing page, which is a public page. Like, you can look up Texas Board of Nursing license verification and look up any nurse on there and they'll come up. So the way that it looks is it'll have like your name, and it'll have your like graduate license, because you have like a temporary graduate license for after you graduate before you take your NCLEX. So it'll say like pre-exam or something like that. So what you have to wait on is the second one, your post-exam permanent license. It says something like that. So you'll have 2 under your name. That means that you passed. So yeah, that's how you know. So I found out after 11 p.m. the next day. So 8 a.m. Monday I took the test. Tuesday 11 p.m. is when I saw the Board of Nursing show my license. And then I never paid for my quick results because it cost like $8, and I didn't have to spend that because I saw that I had passed. So it was only like a day and a half. So pretty good. I was very happy with that. And that was honestly what happened with most of my friends. It took about a day and a half for the Board of Nursing to show up, and then they would do their 48-hour quick results if that's what they wanted. All right, I'm going to get my last taste test piece. I feel sugared out, so this is gonna be hard for me. I'm usually pretty good about being able to eat sugar, but this is a lot. So the last one is pink donut. It looks like this. I literally got the smallest piece that I could cut with my knife. So let's see. That definitely tastes like a donut. It's really good. It's a 10 out of 10. It's super sugary, but I love donuts. And I love pink. So I knew I was gonna like this. This is really good. So good. Thank you guys for recommending this. This is so good. I hope y'all ask me to do more mukbangs in the future, because I'm definitely gonna try this again. But I am getting like a little sugary right now. It's a lot. How many questions were on your test? Okay, so this is where you guys can choose to think bad things about me or good things about me. But I got every single question, and I was honestly a little embarrassed at first that I got every single question, because I was like, does that mean that I like wasn't doing very well? And it probably means I wasn't doing amazing. Then I realized that if I was failing, I would have been cut off way earlier than getting all of them, because if I was truly failing, I would have been cut off at 100 or 75 or whatever. But I got all of them, which meant I was not failing. So when I left, I felt very confident in the answer choices that I chose, and I knew that there's no way that I could have possibly been failing that, because I knew I was like picking good answer choices. So at first I was embarrassed to get all of them, because I know everybody loves to say like, I passed in 75. It's kind of like a flex, which good for you if you pass in 75. I think that's great. I hope you're very happy about that accomplishment. But for me, I did not pass in 75. I passed in 145, and I'm okay with that. Like, I was really proud of myself and proud of the answers that I chose, and I have my nursing license just like everybody else does. So I don't know if that makes somebody think less of me or more of me or whatever it does, but just full transparency, I got all of them. And I was a little offended when I was taking it, but the thing is, when I got to question 75, I was like, there's no way this test is gonna cut off. This is too easy. Like, if it cuts off, then like, I'm just a legend. So then it turns on to 76, and I was like, okay, right, yeah, I'm not a legend. There's no way that that test was gonna end right then and there. So honestly, that like kind of comforted me. And I finished my test feeling pretty good. The last ones were pretty hard, but like, overall, I felt very good about like the answer choices I was choosing, and I honestly kind of like the way it worked out for me. Like, if I had only gotten 75 and I thought they were all horrible, I would have cried so much. But I got 145 and felt very good about them. So take it for what you want to take it for. I really did appreciate the way it worked out for me. For what prep did you use? So I used UWorld, and I watched lecture number 12 of the Mark K series, which I just looked up on YouTube. It's like prioritization, delegation, stuff like that. I know some people swear by Mark K, and maybe if you watch like all 12 of them, then like you do really well. Like, I don't know. But honestly, there was never a point when I was taking it where I was like, oh, thank God I watched Mark K. Like, I thought it was like good information, but I feel like it's nothing that I didn't have to do in nursing school already. Like, maybe that would have helped me if I took that and watched it like when I was taking Med-Surg 1, my very first semester of nursing school. But taking it and watching it now, I don't know. I just didn't really feel that helpful. But I watched it. I watched all of it. I took notes on it, and I did UWorld. And overall, I think I did 1,200 UWorld questions. So that's how many I did total, divided among the time I studied. And then what study materials did you think you would use that you ended up not using? So I thought I would use the ATI NCLEX review book. It's like pink if you guys have that. I did not use it. We did have to use it for nursing school when we went to the ATI live review for the NCLEX. So I used it then, but I never opened it after that. So I did not use that. And then some people do like board vitals, or boards vitals is what it's called, I think, something like that. I did not use that. I just did UWorld and watched that one Mark K lecture. So I think I've answered pretty much every question. Like, there are more questions on here, but like I answered them already. Okay, wait, one more question. I really like this question. What did you do after your NCLEX to help calm your nerves while you waited for results? So after my NCLEX, I came home and I did do the quick results thing, so that did help calm my nerves, I'm not gonna lie. I know it's not like entirely accurate, but I've heard that it's like pretty accurate. I don't know. I probably would have freaked out if it told me that like I failed, but it didn't. So I'm not gonna lie, it calmed my nerves. The other thing I did was I still kind of copied my post-exam and nursing school routine. So I ate Jimmy John's, which is like a staple. I was also starving during the test. Me and my fiance like went over to his parents' house and hung out, so I kind of got distracted. I ended up doing stuff for like my wedding, so that kind of distracted me. And the next day I tried to like plan as if I was going to hear my results that day. So I wanted to celebrate with cupcakes, so I got the cupcakes. I hung out with a friend in the afternoon, so that kind of helped distract. And then when I came home, I just tried to calm down and watch Frozen 2 because I was kind of upset that like I hadn't gotten my score back. And little did I know my score would come back right in the middle of Frozen 2. And that night I celebrated by opening my new baby stethoscope, which I actually ordered for myself during Nurses Week a few weeks ago because it was cheaper. I ordered it and then I never opened it. So it was like completely in the box still, and I opened it after finding out that I got my results, which was such a nice way to like kind of provide closure into this chapter and get me excited for the next chapter. And I feel like I just want to end this video with like some closing advice. For me, I was like a little bit upset with like studying for the NCLEX and feeling like I forgot everything from nursing school. I did my capstone on Mother Baby, and Mother Baby is like my favorite unit. It's where I'm going to be working. I love working with OB and I love working with babies, so it was like a perfect blend of both. But when I started studying for the NCLEX, I felt so unprepared because I was like, I forgot all this med-surg stuff. I forgot all this critical care stuff. Like, besides NICU type content, I really didn't know what to do with like adults. And at that point, I felt so specialized. Even though it had only been a few months, I just felt really anxious. If that's you, remind yourself that it's okay. We're all gonna be different types of nurses. You don't have to be good at everything. Like, the last time you have to know that information is for the NCLEX, really. Like, you do not need to know all these random things about every single specialty when you're working in your specialty. So I didn't want to beat myself up about getting things wrong. I just wanted to learn from my mistakes and keep going. And like during my NCLEX, when I got every single question, I was like, the questions that I didn't know are not relevant to my specialty. So if I got them wrong, it's okay. Like, I don't have to know everything. Like, I have to know enough to pass. I have to know enough to be safe, but I'm not expected to know everything in the whole wide world and get like 100% right. And that's like really hard for me sometimes because I am very big on like perfectionism, and like I'm an Enneagram type 3. I put a lot of my value in my like academic achievements. I love academic validation. Like, it's really hard for me to like be okay with not knowing everything, but I really wanted to remind myself and to remind you that you do not have to know everything. You're gonna be an excellent nurse in the specialty that like you were meant to be in, and I just don't want you to like beat yourself up for like not knowing everything, because the NCLEX is everything, and that's a lot. Like, it's hard to know everything. So I don't know if that helps, but I hope this video kind of helped you. If you have any more questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Also, comment down below your favorite CRUMBL cookie flavor, or like if there's any flavors you think I should try, like because they switch them out. Like, I don't know how it works, honestly. I'm new to this. I'm a complete CRUMBL rookie, but I love them. So I would love to know what you guys think down below. If you're taking your NCLEX, please let me know when you're taking your NCLEX and I will send good energy your way. We are currently celebrating your achievement eating cookies. Like, eat a cookie with me if you want. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope I answered your questions. Let me know if you have any more in the comments. But if you watched this whole video, comment some cookie emojis down below. If you liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. You have no idea how much that helps me in like my YouTube career, and like the way that nursing school was like really the start of like my monetized YouTube career, and now like going into my new grad job. Like, this just feels so full circle, and my YouTube channel's not stopping here. And I know YouTube is like kind of hurting right now because a lot of people are going off to other apps. So please, if you can support me by doing any of those things, I would love you forever and ever and ever. And I also just love to know who's watching my videos and talk to y'all, because engagement is like one of the reasons that I stay active on YouTube. So thank you for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope it helps you in some way. I can't wait to see you guys next week and to take you guys on my new grad nurse career. Like, this is so exciting. Okay, anyways, bye. Also, here's the aftermath of the cookies that I just had. So as you can see, I didn't even take that big of pieces out of here, but I'm literally so full.
In my world, I don't worry, darling. I just smile, 'cause you're by my side.